Hey everybody, we are back for part 2 of March Money Madness. Just know you are getting double the pleasure, double the fun. We will definitely not be arguing about that. So just know that when you are in that space of pleasure, fun, having fun with your money, being in I call it the 4Bs. So the body, the being, the balance, and the business, right? When you are in your operational function of drawing in, manifesting what you truly desire, just know that you are in the body, what you have and what you want in the physical, right? Like what you have, what you want, what you're bringing in the physical being, in your being. This is at the cellular level, right? This is at the spiritual level. What are you desiring? What are you manifesting? What are you bringing in, calling in your deepest desire at the spiritual level? Your balance, what are you creating balance? What is your relationship with money? What are you desiring? What is happening for you in those moments where you are emotionally charged around money and in your business? If you have a business, you know that it is so much harder to put yourself out there, to ask for the sale, to do the thing than it is if you are working a normal job, because of the fact now it's being revealed what your true belief, what your belief around your ability to attract, your ability to bring in, your worthiness, your desires. Sometimes we don't want to admit to ourselves that we truly desire to have more. But let me tell you, if you are waiting for permission right now, you can absolutely have both. You can have the cash, bring in the wealth, and desire more. Just know that if that's what's holding you back, if it feels like, that's selfish or, whatever that is, but just know that the way you bring in money, the way you bring in the cash can be in your choice. It can be something that is feeling dishonest. It can be something that feels, icky or salesy, or you can bring your best, most operational, most highly functioning human being experience to the world, show up in service, and know that you are bringing forth an exchange that is so incredibly beautiful, where you get to create the impact, the income, you get to help other people. And when you're in that, money is so funny because it's literally like it's the magnifier, right? If you have someone that's dishonest or shady or mean, money is going to bring more of that out. Money's going to bring more of that out. If you have someone that's loving, that's in their higher purpose, that's heart-centered, that's purpose-driven, that wants to help other people, money is going to elevate that, right? Money's going to elevate that. And let me tell you, today, when I was just looking at this check we got to donate over $4,000 to an organization. And, today, having that money there and being able to donate to causes or, volunteer in places that I wouldn't be able to, and show up in high vibrancy for my amazing, incredible clients, and the ability to call in more. I am way more effective today than when I was that selfish, self-centered, alcoholic living in the back of my car, partying like a rock star, thinking I had arrived, right? Like I am much more of, contributing to the world and contributing to the stream of life today in, my ability now. Like I make more money than I ever have in my life. Each and every single day we're calling in more and more and more, and the bank account is like into astronomical numbers that I never thought I was worthy of before. I never even would have imagined, right? And the crazy part is, it doesn't have to be this, egocentric, flaunty energy either, because honestly, for those of you who know me in real life, we live very frugally. I have a used car I paid for cash. I have a 3-bedroom home, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, very, modest home where we owe nothing on, right? We owe $12,000 on, bought it 5 or 6 years ago. But, we don't have to live in that egocentric, right? So just know that if that's what comes up for you as well in your relationship with money, You don't have to be the type of person who's flaunting pictures on a jet or bragging about your latest purchase or flaunting your Louis Vuitton bag. Because if that's not what brings you true joy and brings you true pleasure, then don't call that in, right? You can be a heart-centered, purpose-driven, spiritual being and make really good money doing it. You can be a caring, loving, generous human being and give. You can be a freaking millionaire, call in more and more and more that you desire, and you can also be a good person. It's a both and conversation. It's a both and conversation. And just know, once you break through that like feeling of unworthiness or feeling like you don't deserve, because it was never about that. It was never about whether or not you deserved it, whether or not you were worthy of it, whether or not you could have it. What it's truly about is your belief, your desire, your commitment, your determination to have, to do, and to be that wealthy, confident, joyful, pleasurable, magnetic money attractor. It was never about having more skill, having more likes. What it's truly about is calling in, pulling in, being an energetic match for that which you desire, for that which you attract. Because just know that you are constantly enrolling yourself in a vision. Every single day, in every single moment, you are enrolling yourself. You are manifesting in every single moment. And, whether you like consciously know this or not, you are enrolling yourself. You are manifesting lack, self-sabotage, fear, pushing away, hustle, desperation. You're manifesting this, or you're manifesting more. You're manifesting freedom. You're manifesting the ability to help others. You're manifesting opportunities for money to be fun, to be pleasurable, to be desirable, to be in that space, in that feminine flow, that energy space of attracting more, of holding space for what's to come, feeling deep, juicy, delicious gratitude. Operating in that space of gratitude, fulfillment, pleasure, commitment, and bringing in more. Holding space for what's to come. We have been trained to believe that wanting more is bad. Because if I want more, that means I'm not happy, I'm not satisfied. And then, maybe people around me feel like I'm not in gratitude. If I'm not happy with what I have, then it's going to mean I'm a bad wife, I'm a bad mom, I'm a bad employee. It's going to mean that I'm selfish, ungrateful. If I get in my Honda but dream about driving a Mercedes, that means I'm setting myself up for failure. We've been trained to believe that wanting more, that wanting to make more money, that wanting to bring in, to call in the clients, to want bigger, better things for ourselves, to have a standard is to be a bitch. Let's be honest, right? There are so many terms out there in the world right now, and I'm definitely not knocking mental health or, real, true, labels or real true diagnoses, but we have somehow confused having self-confidence, desiring more, believing we can have more, as narcissistic, egoic, showing off, bragging, being a bitch. Here's the truth. If you are triggered by someone else's success, someone else's breakthrough, I want you to ask yourself and be really honest. Again, you can lie to the outside world, but you can't lie to yourself. So if you're triggered by someone else celebrating their success, like I used to be, used to piss me off when I would see all of these other people online, all the people, they were doing all the things, making $1 million, doing this, doing that. I'd be like, what do they have that I don't? What is it they're doing that I'm not? And remember, again, it was never about if you're worthy, if you're good enough, if you have the skill, your talent. It was never about that. So ask yourself, why do I have to feel bad about someone else to make myself feel good? Do I have to feel bad about money to make myself feel good? Does it serve me to stay in this space where I'm safe, I'm playing small, I'm holding back, I'm in a standard that's much below what I know I'm capable of? I know I'm capable of hitting so much more. I know I'm capable of those $20,000 months. I know I'm capable of hitting 6 figures. But for some reason, I keep spinning my wheels, trying to, if I can just get one more client. If I can just hit $5,000 a month, I'll be happy. If I can just hit $5,000 a month, $10,000 a month, then I'll know I've arrived. I'll know I'm worthy. I'll know I'm deserving. But until then, I'm going to hold back. I'm going to hold back and look around wondering where it's going to show up. But in that true expansion, in the space of infinite wisdom, infinite love, of knowing, of calling in, of embracing your power, of standing as the woman of high value or the man of high worth that you are, you can remain in the space of knowing your true value, of knowing your worth, of building out that gorgeous, beautiful, attractive money blueprint, writing your own golden ticket, and holding space for the more. Holding space for the more. Nunu says, it definitely was meant for me to catch this live. You are literally speaking to me right now. Wow. Oh, Nunu. Yay, I'm so happy you're here. Thank you. I'm so glad this is speaking to you. Because it is, these are all the things like that I had to learn. Right, you guys? And just know that it can be easy for people to say, put me on a platform or, on a pedestal and say, easy for you. Look at your business, blah, blah, blah. All these things came to you so easy. Let me tell you, no, it didn't. I have a story that lends itself to creating a blueprint around money that was full of holes. A blueprint of money that set me up for self-sabotage. When you're a little kid and you're sneaking into the bathroom at the library, the public library, to steal toilet paper so that you have toilet paper, that creates an emotion. When you're in the hustle trying to figure it out, and there's times you're going to the grocery store and you have all your groceries there and you're swiping that debit card going, please, 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 please go through. It is going to be so embarrassing if I have to put the bread back again. That emotion that's created in moments like that when I literally went from in my early 20s having $80,000 in my bank account because of some real estate investing I had done, to living in the backseat of my car, wondering how in the hell I got there. Realizing that growing up and bless her heart, my mom did the best she could, right? But single parent who worked multiple jobs, me feeling like I wasn't good enough for my mom to be there, right? Like, why isn't she here? She's got to work for money. Well, what money? What about me? Am I not important? Growing up with a blueprint that was designed around a lot of false beliefs and false premises and, needing to dig below the surface, to go deeper below what's really coming up for me in those moments. Why do I continue to sabotage? Why do I continue to build this life up or build up this thing just to tear it down and feel like I'm further behind than I was now? Why is it that no matter what I do in my business, I hit that $5,000 a month, but I just can't seem to hit past that? What is it that when I'm in a certain room, I feel unworthy or undeserving of being there? Or if I'm on a sales call, instead of, saying my price or asking for the sale, I retreat back and backpedal and start discounting my prices and thinking nobody's going to pay this anyway. Why am I even trying? Why would someone pay me this amount when they can go hire that person and they can, they'll go hire them and they're so much better than me? Right? It was in feeling and knowing this emotion, knowing my relationship around the emotions of what was coming up for me, not just around money, around my own desires, putting off my own pleasure, my own fun, because I didn't truly know. I didn't know my value. I didn't know my worth. I didn't know how to receive. I didn't know how to receive compliments. I didn't know how to receive the things that I truly desire. And, what I know is true today is that no matter where you're at, just know this. It's not your fault. Because if we look back at these experiences, it has been passed down through our DNA. Lack, habits, standards. These have been passed down through you, much like having blue eyes or brown eyes or tan skin, white skin, having thick hair, curly hair. These are passed down through generation to generation to generation. Think about that. You've been handed this money blueprint from other people's experience. You've been handed this money blueprint from your grandparents, your parents, their parents' parents. It's almost like this map was given to you and it's like, this is how you need to feel about money. And then add on all these experiences you had as a child. Maybe you saw your parents fight about money. Maybe you experienced fear around money as a child. Now you're writing this blueprint that's so messy and so sloppy because as a 3-year-old child, you don't know how to interpret the world and what's happening around money in a way that we can today, logically, as adults. So we're creating this blueprint and we're carrying it around, holding so tightly to it because we want to be right. We want to know, we want to be safe, right? That was my biggest thing. I wanted to be safe. I held back. I didn't want to step out in the unknown. I didn't want to step out into the wealth because what's that going to mean about me? I mean, I'm a very spiritual person. I was in ministry, so I didn't think I could make a lot of money because who is she to drive a Lexus? Oh, wasn't she just preaching a couple years ago? Oh my goodness, that is not spiritual. That girl cannot be preaching the Bible because she's driving a Lexus and wearing some $200 shoes, right? This is the blueprint. As if somehow us being successful is as if somehow you celebrating, as if somehow you having more and then being able to give more to the world, as if somehow that's selfish. right? Nunu says, wow, so powerful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh my gosh. This is how I feel and I'm working on it. What will people think of me? Yes. Oh my gosh, so much. That was one of the things that kept me hidden, playing small, and from creating the income I truly desire. I had a blueprint that told me that if I made money, or if I talked about money on social media, or if I talked about making money in my business, then it's going to make my clients feel bad who aren't there. It's going to make people think that, oh my gosh, she's just all about money and she doesn't even care. She's just going to take our money and run, which is not the case, right? I mean, my clients and I, we are so close. I get to stand shoulder to shoulder with them. I know their heartaches. I know their desires. I know their husbands. I know their children, you know, like I know their life in and out. It is not about the money. But I made it believe, because my blueprint was telling me this, that if I did this, if I made money, if I talked about my $34,000 month, what are people going to think about me? What are people going to think about me? And again, I'll ask this question. You know, I'm challenging you. I'm stretching you to go deeper. I'm stretching you to expand into the realm of possibility. If someone else needs to put you down to feel better about themselves, what is that saying? What is that saying? And just know, when your blueprint is ironed out, when you go back in and you erase those things that are there and you pull out the pieces that aren't working, and you get to then, you know, create this new desire, this new blueprint. You go in there with a pen and you start marking some things and you mark some other things and you start giving yourself permission, allowing yourself to go there, allowing yourself to go deeper, to dream bigger, to expand, to stretch, to grow. My invitation to you today is to allow yourself to go deeper. Allow yourself to grow, to expand, to step into the unknown, to say yes, not only for you, but for me, for us. Because, you know, as we grow and expand, what you will find is that there's plenty of room. There's plenty of clients. There's plenty of money. There's plenty of resources. I don't care what the news says. I don't care what the economy says. I don't care what some stock market somewhere in New York is telling me. Because when you have a firm foundation, when you have a beautiful money mindset, when you have your blueprint written out, so now you're literally writing your own golden ticket. When you can step in that space of knowing that there is more, you are more than enough, there's more than enough, you are worthy of your desires, you can do and be and have anything you desire unapologetically. You can step out, you can create, you can be, you can have, and you can have more. Okay? When you operate from that place, from that desire, from that pleasure, allowing, receiving, going deeper, letting go. Just know that. When you have that firm, beautiful blueprint, you get to create. It's no longer determined by the prices at the gas. You pay it. You no longer have to check the price tag on things when you're going to the grocery store or shopping for a dress. You don't have to do that anymore. Because, you know, money, limitation, lack, that is not even a thought in your mind. When you have a blueprint that tells you, that's okay, I'll create more. There's more available. This or something better. You, me, us, we create this together. When you know that now you're operating in this space with your money blueprint, and you're operating in this space where it doesn't matter what the economy says. It doesn't matter if there's a pandemic. It doesn't matter if you're, coming out of this crazy experience. No matter what is going on, you are creating your own economy because you are the creator of your own experience. And yes, you do have that much power. You do. And that might scare you. And if you do, if that triggers you, that's okay. Lean into that. So what I invite you to do today is, look at that. Where are you in that space? If 1 was the lowest and 10 was the highest, where are you in that spectrum of operating, reacting, being in that space of limitation, being in that space of lack, of fear? Where are you in your relationship with your money? And what would it take for you to get to a 10? What would that look like for you to even jump up to a 6 or an 8 or, a 10? What would need to happen for you to expand, to stretch, to grow, to get the tools you need to be able to operate from that space of attraction, of manifestation, of all the things, of knowing that in this moment you are taken care of, to feel deep, rich, beautiful, juicy gratitude, and to hold space, expansion, love, curiosity, exploration for the more that is to come. Because when you operate in this space, when you operate in this frequency, there is no lack. There is no limitation. You feel worthy. You hold out your hands. You receive. You give. You serve. You love. You help. Because at the core of our being, at the core of your being, you are love. You are love. Everything in life has an energetic frequency. Everything in life has an energetic cost, an energetic price, an energetic frequency. And just know when you're operating in lack, in limitation, in fear of doing the thing, in fear of investing, in fear of, whatever that is. When you operate in that space, that is a lower vibrancy, that is a lower frequency. And when you operate in the space of expansion, of love, of connection, of desire, of pleasure, then you are literally opening up and expanding, and you're inviting the more. This is when you quantum leap. You can quantum leap into that space where it's easy. It's easy. And it gets to be easy. Remember, money gets to be fun. It gets to be playful. It gets to be easy. And you are deserving. Because it's never been about whether you're good enough, whether you deserve it. What it's really about is creating your standard. Committing, deciding, and stepping into, saying yes to your more. Saying yes to your desires, saying yes to the ability to call forth, to bring in, to step out, to step into that space, to expand, to grow, to stretch, to say yes, to do all the things, to have the pleasure, to have the desire, to be in that juicy, beautiful energy where you're just you're helping and you're serving and you're growing and you're expanding and you're receiving and you're giving and you're loving, and there's this energetic frequency that's so beautiful, and you're operating in this space all the time. Right? And that's what you want. That's what we truly desire. And when we're able to rewrite our money blueprints, when you're able to look at that and reframe, readjust, rewrite your own economy, no external forces can disrupt the agreements, the contracts, the blueprints of your foundation of what you can and cannot create. Because nothing is impossible. Nothing is impossible. So what is it that you truly believe? What is the next expansion for you? I would love to hear in the comments if you guys are in here live or if you're watching on replay. Let me know in the comments. I would love to know, what did you hear out of this? Just know there's two parts to this. I started out my March Money Madness, and for some reason it cut off. I don't know what happened with the internet, but it cut off, and so I'm on part 2. Just know that go back and watch both pieces. I will email this out as well. If you have signed up for the March Money Madness, I will email it to you as well, and you can watch the replay. Nunu says, I'm going to rewrite my blueprint and do some journaling tonight. Thanks to you. Yes, girl. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, yes, yes. So if you guys are, I was going to say, if you are wanting to do this work and go deeper, right? You talked about rewriting your money blueprint and going journaling and doing it deeper. So I have a beautiful program that I've done for, 4 years total. I've changed a little bit of the curriculum. I've changed a little bit about it. So just know this is a new container, a new experience. But in my money manifestation magic, just know we are going to go and do this work, right? So we're going to go deeper. I'm going to take you through some guided manifestations, which I took one of my clients through the other day, and she was like, oh my gosh. She's like, I didn't even know if I believed, like, what was going to happen. I didn't even think my experience was that crazy or that expansive. But once we dove into her experience in the guided meditation and what that meant, she started to remember even more and more. All these things came up, and she was like, I'm blown away. Please send me the recording. I want to hear that again. Just know that we're going to go through very expansive, beautiful, incredible meditations, journaling. I have a whole workbook I will send you that is going to be incredible in my Manifestation Magic program. It is incredible. You guys should hear some of the testimonies of women who've gone through that, where they are like, my life has changed. Right? Maybe I'll bring a couple of them in here so you guys can hear it, but like their lives changed. They went deeper. They found more. They uncovered. They discovered. They're like, oh my gosh. And they've gone on to create so much magic in the world, to create so much, income. I mean, I hate to say that, but that's the truth of what happened. My client, Lisa, I'll tell you guys about her, and I know she does not mind if I share her story, so that's the only reason why I'm going to. When her and I started working together at the beginning of 2020, she came to me in February of 2020 and said, hey, look, I need to manifest $20,000 by April to pay my taxes, and I've got nothing. So no sales coming in, nothing. And I said, okay, great. Let's do it. And she manifested it, not only 20,000 by April, but she also went on to, she manifested it within 4 weeks, the $20,000, and more than doubled her income that year, and became the #1 salesman in her entire company. She's then like unlocked something within her where now she's like, it feels so easy. She's in her desire. She's spending more time with her grandchildren. She's traveling more. She literally, like, we just planned her year together. She has more vacations planned, and she's been away from her business more than ever. She has that balance, that desire. She serves women. She volunteers. She's serving them for fun and for free. And she's like, this past year, again, she got #1 salesman in her company, and she was like, this was like easy. She was literally in Hawaii when she found out she won. And she's like, oh my gosh, I didn't even feel like I did anything, right? And she hit over $386,000 in her business income cash. So just know, like, this stuff will make the biggest difference for you. Like, literally, I went from making, this is so embarrassing to admit, but like I was charging way too less in my company. Some months were up, some months were down. I was charging like nothing for my services, and then feeling resentful for all the time I was spending on my laptop, right? All the time I was spending scrolling through social media, trying to figure it out, wondering what I was doing wrong, not understanding that really, honestly, it was my money blueprint that was guiding my decisions. It was my money blueprint that was determining whether or not I was bringing in the income or not. What I realized was I have a choice, right? I was choosing to stay stuck. And then I got to choose to dig deeper. I got to choose to expand. I got to choose to say yes, not only to myself, but to you, to us, right? For the people that I get to help today. Oh my gosh. I can't even imagine if I would have stayed in that place where I was playing small, where I was stuck, where I was going to give up on myself, on my business, on you, on us. When I had people begging me not to. But I just couldn't see my own worth. I couldn't see my own value. Because this blueprint that was written. So just know that you're not too far. You can absolutely 100% expand. And if you want to be able to quantum leap, to crack the code, to break through in a powerful container. Thank you so much, Nunu. If you want to break through in a powerful container and you want to save a hell of a lot of time, took me 10, 13, 15 years, I don't know, before I finally got this. Before I finally understood what I know today. It took me 15 years of staying stuck, discounting myself, cheapening my services, not attracting the clients, the desires, the pleasure, the joy, the fun that I have today. 15 years. Don't let it happen for you. Don't make the mistakes I did of taking decades to crack the code and to get into your money manifestation magic. Yes. Money manifestation magic. Know that if you are ready to rewrite your money blueprint, if you're like, yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready because I know that I was created for more. I'm ready because I know I'm meant to help other people. And, if that's through my business, through making the money, through bringing the cash, through bringing the clients, like, I want to help other people. I am a heartfelt, purpose-driven entrepreneur. I'm in the business space. I want to make this work. I know that I can do it. I know what to do. I just know that there's something that's holding me back. Know that in the Money Manifestation Magic program, you will crack through that. You will break through. You will step out. You will expand. You will be the things. You will do the things. You will have the things. You will learn exactly what it took me to learn, 10 years, 15 years to learn. And you will learn it in one space, one container, one thing. And you will be able to go, okay, great. Now I get to move forward. Now I get to be in this space where I'm attracting, I'm being, I'm doing, I'm helping, I'm serving, I'm bringing in what I desire. I'm doing all the things, I'm being all the things. I get to be this for you, for me, for us, for the world, for the expansion, and knowing that we no longer have to live in this rule book that the economy says or the stock market says or whatever, because we get to write our own economy. Because no matter what happens in the external world, we will have this. You will have it. And that's something that nobody can take away from you. No one can take that from you. The best investment you will ever make in your life is to take a look at that blueprint, that money blueprint, and to rewrite your money manifestation magic. Your money manifestation magic. With that, I want to thank you for showing up today, showing up for yourself, for being in this space, for being in this energy, for co-creating this beautiful space with me. It has been my deepest pleasure and desire and privilege to be able to be here with you, to share this expansion, to share in this space, to share in this magic that we have created here today. You are manifestation magic. You were inherently born with everything you truly need to call in, to have, to do, to be all the things you truly desire. And so sometimes it's not even about adding anything else. It's about unlearning. It's about subtracting the lack. It's about unlearning, unraveling, redesigning the blueprint, recreating that manifestation magic. So my invitation to you, if you are ready to step forward, if you're ready to break in this, and you're like, Val, I want this, I desire this, I want you to be the one that helps me with this. I don't want to spend 10 years trying to figure this out, spinning my wheels, staying in this space. I want to step into expansion. I want to quantum leap. I want to be in that money manifestation magic. I want to break through. I want to get through this thing. I want to figure out the root of this. I want to figure out why my brain is creating these things. I want to learn and understand it. I want to understand money. I want to understand wealth. I want to understand abundance. I want to understand how to attract these things I truly desire. I want to manifest. I want to get in the magic. I want to be in the worthiness, the knowing, the confidence, the pleasure, the desire. I want to be all of that. And more. And more. My invitation for you is to do the thing. We have money manifestation magic. Will be starting very soon. I can't remember the start date. But if you want to be a part of this, just know that the invitation is open right now. I usually limit it to 8 to 10 ladies, depending, or gentlemen, 8 to 10 participants, because we like to keep it small, intimate, beautiful. I want to be able to dive into this with you, help you to uncover and know exactly what it is that you need to break through. That is very important to me, that I get to be in that space with you, see you, be in this together, right? It is very important for me. So the spaces are limited. We are going to open the doors today, right now, starting right this moment, for Money Manifestation Magic, where we are going to help you redesign your blueprint. We're going to take a look at not only how to plant the new thing, but also how to dig below the surface to get to the root of it, to pull that out and say, okay, great, now what? What do we do? Let's recreate, let's redesign, let's look at that blueprint, let's restructure, let's do this so that you can come out and emerge like the phoenix from the ashes. Right? Stronger, better, bolder, more confident, more abundant. Bringing in those desires. Stepping forward confidently, saying yes to yourself. Saying yes to you. Saying yes to me. Saying yes to us. So if you want to be a part of that, just know that the cart is open right now until we sell out. We are offering it at $297 is all, you guys. This is nuts. We're going to be doing it at $297 right now for the next 48 hours. We're going to open the doors. And as you guys know, I am a woman of integrity. And as soon as that 48 hours is over, we up the price significantly. This is an over $2,000 program. We are offering it for $297 today, and then for 48 hours. So if you're ready to step in, to say yes, then just know that you can do this program. When you get in there, it's going to be beautiful, juicy content. We're going to walk through this together. We are going to do guided meditations together that are going to reveal for you the things that are holding you back. It's going to unlock and unleash that powerful, like whatever that is, that belief that's probably, you don't even like consciously know about it. It's like below the surface, bubbling below the surface, kind of like, if you're on a swimming pool and you're trying to like hold down all of these beach balls and like they're popping up. That's what it's going to be like. Like all these beliefs are going to start popping up that you may not even know. You're trying to like balance and maintain and like hold them underneath the surface. And that makes you feel exhausted and like, oh my gosh, this is too much. Like just know that that's what's going to come up for you. This is a beautiful, expansive, incredible program that we are going to do together. You will get access to the Zoom calls. We are going to be in this together, walking through it. You'll have a whole workbook of, incredible, delicious things that are going to open up for you and expand. We're going to have work both together and then on your own. You'll have some time to reflect, go deeper, to, truly dig down and find that yes for you, like that full hell yeah yes, where you're going to unlock and, increase your abundance, do all the things, be all the things. It is going to be so fun. So if you are, if you're ready, let me know. Say in the comments below, say, girl, send me the link. Send me the link. You can also message me either here or Val at valnichols.com. Money manifestation magic, money manifestation magic, money manifestation magic. You guys, this is one of my favorite programs. It is such a different energy than what I'm usually in, meaning that, in my business coaching consulting, I do a lot of mindset, strategy. So we get in the masculine energy. And whenever I get in this beautiful, just full body tingling space, it is just feels so magic, and it feels it just feels really like expansive. It feels so good to know that, other women, other men, like entrepreneurs, people who've been stuck in that space that don't even realize they're in that space. Now they're stepping forward and going, oh my gosh, I had no idea. Like this, like I've heard some of this information before, but wow. Like the way you explain it, it makes sense. The way that you, brought in these extra things, the way you unlocked this, the way that the things you taught, like I'm going to save so much time trying to, in my spinning my wheels, energy, and like just stepping in that expansion, right? So just know that for the next 48 hours, money manifestation magic is open for you. And I cannot wait to see what happens when you're on the other side. If I could bottle up and put into words and give you guys the experience and the feeling and the full body tingles that will happen, like when you're coming out the other side, knowing what you know, and just being in this space of like I could try to explain it to you guys, but it doesn't even make sense. The quantum leaps that my past clients have experienced in this program. And so I am excited. It's a full body hell yes for me. It's a full body hell yes for you. So let's join in. I can't wait to see you on the inside. If you are interested, let me know right away, because the spaces will fill up, or we also have the 48-hour window where the price will go up. So just know that money loves speed. That's why I encourage you. That's why I do those things. It's not about like making the money or whatever, because like that's not why I'm doing this, right? Money loves speed, and I want to train you to be in that full body hell yes. I want to train you that when you know you want something, you go for it, right? Because that's counterintuitive to what we're taught. That's counterintuitive to what we're taught. But if you know something's in alignment and it's a full body hell yes for you, and you know that like your soul, your inner guidance, your like God, universe, angels, whatever that is that you tap into, will never lead you astray. Will never lead you astray. So I want to take you train you to take action, to say yes, and to go all in for you, all in for me, and all in for us. Because when I rise, you rise, we rise together. And that's what this is all about. So money, manifestation, magic, come join me. I can't wait to open the doors, to give you a huge hug, even if it's virtually, to welcome you inside, because this is going to be an experience and just the greatest, like a beautiful container and a beautiful experience that you will never forget. I literally still have clients that come to me and go, remember when we did this? Remember that? Remember like all these things? If Kelly's on here, or Deb, or Lauren, or, there's so many of you, Dina, like so many of you who come to me and say that all the time, right? And just know that this is where your money manifestation magic starts. I love you guys. I'm rooting for you. I am calling in all the magic, all the desires, all the love, all the incredible juiciness that this life and this world has to offer for you. And just know that if you're feeling called, your purpose, you know that you know that you know that you were created for more. That is a beautiful thing. Lean in, not out, because that's what the magic is all about. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and let me know below, what did you hear? Feel free also, I would so very much appreciate it if you took a screenshot, put me in your stories, tag me in your stories. I would love to give you a shout out. Also, we'll put you in a drawing for something incredible. My team will be watching, so tag me in your Instagram stories, tag me in your Facebook stories, and we are going to create beautiful expansion. We are going to create beautiful money manifestation magic together, because we get to be the light of the world. We get to be the ones who rise and give other people permission to rise. We get to be the example. We get to rewrite our money blueprints and design a brand new, beautiful structure where we get to write our own golden tickets. I love you guys. My name is Val Nichols. For those of you who don't know, if you are new, I know we do have a lot of new people in this space. I'm so incredibly excited, so grateful that you guys are co-creating this space with me. And just know that I am available. So reach out if you say, Val, I want the link. I want to get in money manifestation magic. Get in, get going. I can't wait to see you guys on the other side. I love you so incredibly much. Mwah. Bye.